Hello and welcome to Lifetime Uncorked, the podcast where we discuss your favorite made-for-TV movies. Whether you love to hate watch or hate yourself for loving them, pour up a glass of your favorite cocktail and join us. I am your host, Patrick Serrano, and my guests today are...
I am Drew Curran.
I am Sharla Hale.
Yeah!
Sharla Beaver Hale.
Sharla Beaver Hale. It's so hard to say Sharla Hale.
It is.
I don't like saying it. Tell you the truth.
It's cute. It's like, what the hell?
What the hell?
Okay, we're back.
Which is our new podcast. We're starting...
What the hell?
What the hell with Sharla Hale.
Love it.
I
Love
love
it.
that.
That's great. We are back, everyone. It is our second preview episode of the holiday movies coming out very soon.
For season 3 of Lifetime Uncorked.
Yeah, season 3. We've done it. We've done it. We've been out a year. It's so crazy. But yeah, so we're going to jump right back in to our list of movies. And we're still in November, guys. Don't get worried.
Yep.
My goal is to make it to December for this episode.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanksgiving is a crazy week. There's like 14 movies.
Oh, boy.
So-
Oh, boy.
We're going to do it. We're going to do it.
So we'll just like put whap.
Exactly.
Okay.
Listeners at home, get out your pens and paper. Get out your pencils, actually, because these are likely to change.
So you can erase it.
The titles will change. The times will change. The dates will change. But, just go with it. It's Christmas. Everyone loves everyone at Christmas.
Just chill. This is a Christmas. It's a Christmas chill.
Exactly.
Which is
That would be a
Christmas
great
chill?
Hallmark
The
movie
Christmas
name.
chill.
The
Nicely done,
Christmas
Drew.
Chill. It's like the big chill at Christmas.
Yeah. It's like a heist movie.
The friend dies, and they all get together at Christmas, and they dance in the kitchen. Okay.
Aw.
First movie, A Veteran's Christmas.
Oh.
Yeah.
It used to be
whiskey?
called A Soldier's Christmas, but they changed the title to A Veteran's Christmas because it's coming out on Veterans Day, November 11th at 9 p.m.
good.
on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Good
It
idea.
stars Eloise Mumford and Sons' daughter. Just kidding.
No.
I don't know who she is. She's from 50 Shades of Grey or 50 Shades Freed and Chicago Fire. Chicago represents.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Sean Ferris from Pretty Little Liars. So again, bringing the young demographic with
Yeah.
Pretty Little Liars.
Good for them,
All right.
Yeah. Drew, can you read this cool synopsis?
I can. Captain Grace Garland, a decorated U.S. veteran, returns home after 2 tours of search and rescue in Afghanistan. After being separated from her beloved canine partner, Grace must rediscover the magic of Christmas. When Grace finds herself stranded in the town of River Crossing a couple weeks before Christmas, the local Judge Joe Patterson offers a place for her to stay on his property and takes it upon himself to show Grace everything she's been missing. Christmas, family, community, and love.
She's the veteran.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
Wow, no.
You were
really
thinking it was going to be the man, but
Yeah.
it's a female veteran.
I like that.
Me
She
too.
lost her
I'm
dog.
already pouring it up.
Are they
know.
telling
Patrick.
us that this little boy is a judge?
He's the judge.
Okay.
Maybe it's his first year as a judge.
I mean, he might.
Fine.
And in a small town
Yeah.
called Rivers Crossing.
And does the dog die?
I
Do
could
you
be-
think?
Yeah.
That's going to be so sad.
Yeah, she's got
I-
PTSD like a mofo.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't think Hallmark's gonna go there.
That's pretty edgy
A
for
dog?
Hallmark.
A dog
But it's
dying?
Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, so maybe they would. And maybe Christmas Magic brings the ghost dog back.
Maybe he's just lost. Maybe he's lost in the deserts.
Oh, and maybe that's probably gonna be a thing. Like later on, it's like I don't know where the dog went. I assume the dog died. Also, I watched a bunch of my comrades in arms.
Yes.
Get their heads blown off.
Or it could be like Robert Durst, where Robert Durst killed all the dogs. See, I learned that from a Lifetime movie.
Right.
Good.
Yes.
So there you go. Joe, the Judge Joe, could be a dog killer.
Oh my God.
No, this is not Lifetime, Patrick.
I'm ready for Lifetime. I'm ready for Lifetime.
This is Hallmark.
I know. You're right. It's Hallmark. And I'm definitely pouring up for this. Definitely.
We're opposite now because now I'm like I want like
Yeah.
murder Hallmark murder blood curdle.
Yes.
Bling.
That used to be you. Now you just want Christmas magic.
I just want Christmas magic. I want not like
It's coming.
like love
Trust me,
magic.
it's coming.
I want actual
Christmas magic.
fucking fantasy magic.
Has there ever been a Hallmark Christmas movie with a magician?
Probably.
I'd watch that.
I would want that one.
Drew, what are you going to do to this movie?
Oh, I already said I'm pouring it up.
Oh, okay, great.
Straight up.
Sharla?
I'm gonna let it breathe.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they show the dog getting like killed, I'm all for it because that'll tug at my heartstrings.
Yes.
But if it's just like lost or they just like didn't get on the same plane, then
Oh, that would be so scary. The dog gets on the wrong
Dog
plane.
gets on the wrong plane.
that'd be a whole movie. Actually.
Yeah, that's a different movie.
But it's because of the female veteran.
That's pretty cool.
That's where really where I'm going. At,
In
'cause
America.
I think that's cool.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Well done.
Good. That's like it's pretty ballsy of Hallmark
Yeah.
to do that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
All right, up next, Christmas
I mean, it's
in...
not ballsy in general.
Well,
but
right.
for Hallmark.
But for them.
Anyway,
For
yes.
Hallmark.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Up next, Christmas in Graceland premieres November 17th at 8 p.m. on the Hallmark Channel. It stars Wes Brown. He was in Christmas in Mississippi last year.
Okay.
And Karen Murphy's mom was an extra in that.
Oh.
And Kelly Pickler
Kelly Pickler's in it.
from American Idol.
Oh,
Great.
I don't know who
Yes.
that is.
She's new.
This is her first Hallmark movie and maybe one of her first acting jobs. I mean,
And maybe her last.
maybe. She'll definitely be singing in this one. Charlotte, would you read the logline,
Wait,
please?
can I just say?
Oh,
You
yes.
said Christmas in Graceland?
At Graceland.
It's at Graceland.
Oops.
Which is actually what you said, Christmas in Graceland, is correct.
right.
It already exists.
Christmas at Graceland is not correct.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Unless her name is Grace. It is not. Okay.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Charlotte, logline.
Yes. Laurel, Kelly Pickler, a Chicago-based business executive, travels to Memphis to secure one of the city's oldest family-owned banks. While in Memphis, Laurel reunites with old flame Clay, a local music promoter and loftier aspirations. Though Laurel tries to keep her eye on the prize of the business acquisition, Clay is very persuasive, reminding her of the days when they are a performing duo on the brink of stardom.
Of course they were.
She gave it up for business? Sure. Now Laurel's focus turns to the home of the blues and dreams of making music again. I like it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Right?
I like, I give it, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm going to say the poster, like, looks different. It looks, like, fun and edgy. And, like, she has, like, more of her neck clavicle exposed. And
Yeah.
she looks pretty
The
glamorous.
sexy, soft city Christmas lights in the background.
Yeah. And there's, like, I am assuming that's Graceland on the poster.
Yeah. And there's going to be some good old country. I don't know.
She's funny. Like, she has a good story. Like, on American Idol, Drew, if Carrie Underwood hadn't have won the season before, I bet Kelly Pickler would have won her season.
Oh, because she's
Like
kind of
Carrie,
similar.
they're very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look kind of the same.
But Kelly
I mean,
Pickler had a better story. Like, she was raised by her grandma in North Carolina. Like, her parents were like drug addicts, and you know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean. Like, she
Yep,
had a rough upbringing.
My parents were drug addicts.
Maybe they weren't drug addicts, but that's my recollection. Alleged drug addicts. I don't want to.
Alleged.
I mean, might as well be. Who cares? It's
Right.
great.
So yeah, I'm gonna pour it up. It's very on brand for her.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour this up, man. I'm already because like there's a little special place in my heart for the music, like the music stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why Coco did so well and made me cry.
Oh, I love Coco.
Consistently
Yeah.
throughout the entire film. Now, but let me clarify: this will not be
No.
as good as Coco.
No.
Even by like 1%.
Right.
But I think they got that. I think
Yeah.
and I think they got some. I don't know. The guy looks okay. He looks like a white guy.
Great. That's what Hallmark does. Okay. Next movie, Return to Christmas Creek, premieres November 17th at 9 p.m. on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. It stars Tori Anderson, Steve Weber, Carla
Yeah.
Matchett, and Stephen Huszar.
Who's that?
Who's her?
Sure.
Yeah.
Drew, do you want to read the synopsis?
Yes. Oh boy.
It's
a
a
long
long one.
one.
I'll if it
Summarize.
gets weird, I'll.
Yeah.
I haven't. This is the first time I'm reading it. After being rejected and told that the new idea for her holiday app lacked the spirit of Christmas, Young.com CEO.
Oh, God.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Hallmark and Tech.
Okay.
I think that's all we need to know.
Yeah, I think that's it. Young.com CEO Amelia decides to return home to her family she grew up in Christmas Creek. She is just in time for the anniversary of the Fly-By Santa event that her family arranges. Her uncle is a charter pilot who flies over the town dressed as Santa each Christmas. Okay, and that's what happens in the movie. So there's a bunch of stuff that happens in this movie.
Yes.
And then Amelia was his co-pilot earlier. Her family moved away, and her father and uncle didn't like each other. Years later, Amelia agrees to revisit the family inn where she heals old wounds and reconnects with the family. Life and love she left behind in this festival holiday town.
Boring.
Yeah. Well,
here's the thing. What is it, Steven Weber?
Yeah, you know him. He's the guy in the background.
Yeah, he's from Wings.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Right.
So he's flying a plane.
And he's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But he's the guy from Wings, and he's the guy flying the plane.
Of course he is. That's great.
They got it.
So I love that it's a dating app, or like what? I don't even understand the holiday app.
I don't think they even understand it. But
okay,
I think
that has nothing to do with the plot.
I don't think that. I think that's just the hey, I did that. It's just a reason for another one where you just I'm in the city and I'm a big time and now I'm going home.
I'm a .comer.
I'm a .comer.
That is like a 90s term.
Super.
A .comer.
Like, guys, come on, Hallmark. It's like, take it easy. That's not what they're called.
Yes, I'm gonna put a cork in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna let it breathe because
of the guy
of Steven Weber.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Good. He's a good actor.
He's a really great actor.
He's a get for Hallmark for sure.
And he's a guy. And the idea, and they kind of like allude to like, hey, he was a pilot in the show, in the old show Wings.
Right. Remember that show, Hallmark people?
Remember that?
Which they will.
They will.
Because they're I don't know.
Flying planes again into our hearts.
Flying
That's
right into my heart. Great.
All right. Up next, Mingle All the Way.
Oh, yeah.
November 18th at 8 p.m. on Hallmark Channel stars Jen Lilly. She's from Twin Betrayal, which we didn't cover on the podcast, but I did watch, and it was amazing. She played twins. Get this. One of the twins, it's based on a true story, one of the twins dies in a car crash. Okay? Or something happens. I forget what happens. The twin dies. The sister, they swapped lives, of course, as you do in movies like Parent Trap style.
Yes, you do.
The sister died while pretending to be the one sister.
Oh, dear.
Okay? But the other sister didn't tell everyone.
Undo that?
She was just, I'm going to become my sister now.
What a
and
twist.
she became her sister and slept with her sister's husband and all this stuff. And then she finally told them. It was
ruined his life.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
Yikes.
Oh my God. And it was like a true story, and I was freaking out the whole time.
That's
kind of
cool.
It was so good. So she's good. She was also in Harvest of Love, a fall movie last year on Hallmark.
I hope it would be fall.
Yes. Also stars Brent Daughtry and Lindsay Wagner. Lindsay Wagner's in a lot of Hallmark movies. Okay. Sharla, would you like to read this one? This is the dating app one I think I was thinking of.
Well, I hope so, with the Mingle all the way.
Yes.
Young entrepreneur Molly Hoffman is trying to win over investors for the dating app she has developed, inspired to help women like herself who are career-focused, have little time to date, and constantly badgered by friends and family about developing a love life. To help bring on investors for expansion, she promises to take part in using it in the coming weeks before Christmas to find love and track her progress. Enter Jeff Scanlon, a successful, good-looking ad exec who has been burned more than once when it comes to love and is ready to give up on it. Unbeknownst to him, Jeff's sister and niece set up a profile for him on Molly's app and orchestrate a meeting. None other than Molly! Unbeknownst to Jeff, Molly documents her dating experience, hoping to win over financing. When she secures the deal and the truth comes out at a holiday party on Christmas Eve, Jeff thinks he's been a pawn in an underhanded scheme. To make things right, Molly will have to convince Jeff that the best Christmas present this year is that her feelings for him are real.
And I bet she does. And that's the whole movie.
That's the whole movie.
Pour it up.
What a mix-up. Social dating.
I'm into it. And I love when Hallmark does tech. So
Yes.
it's definitely going to have some lulls in there.
It'll be some really hilarious, the Someone will say something about coding.
Right.
Well, there's an issue with the code.
The boss will just be like so bumbling and not understanding anything about tech.
Yeah,
There's
you know
gonna
what
be
I
way
mean?
just get it done.
Yeah.
Way
Yeah.
too many emojis when they're talking to each other.
Oh yeah. Big like bubbles pop up so the Hallmark
whoop.
audience can watch it and
Yep.
read it.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop.
What are you guys gonna do to this movie?
I'm gonna pour it up.
I'm corking it. I'm corking that
Oh,
shit.
you hate it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this, I'm corking it, but only like but we'll see. Actually, maybe I should just like breathe it because I trust.
Yes.
Because Patrick, you're pouring it up. Mm-hmm. So I trust your gut.
I like that actress.
Okay,
I think she'll do a good
I
job.
trust your gut about the actress. So I'm gonna let it breathe, but I'm not gonna pour it up.
Okay.
Because I don't like Hallmark's gonna do a bad job of doing like tech stuff.
But it's kind of endearing, right?
Kind of endearing, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Up next, God Wink Christmas.
Ew.
What the fuck?
So, Drew, this movie was on the schedule for last year, if you remember.
Oh, okay.
Kathy Lee Gifford was set to star in the movie.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, okay,
And-
okay.
We only got like Kathy Lee Gifford in this movie based on a book.
I remember that.
And we were like, what does it mean? God Wink what? We don't understand.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it comes out November 18th at 9 p.m. on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. It stars Kimberly Sustad,
Sustad.
Paul Campbell, and Kathy Lee Gifford.
Okay.
Drew, would you like to read this synopsis?
Yeah. All right. As Christmas approaches, Paula, a St. Louis antique appraiser, reluctantly accepts a marriage proposal from her boyfriend Daniel. Sensing her reticence, her Aunt Jane invites Paula to her Nantucket home. When Paula visits nearby Martha's Vineyard, she meets a charming inn owner, Jerry, and owns the celebration of the holiday. Although Paula develops feelings for Jerry, it's spelled Gery, so I'm guessing Jerry.
Jerry.
It's Gurry.
Yeah,
Gurry.
She moves forward with her engagement, but Aunt Jane reminds her that sometimes we receive messages from above to help determine which direction life should take. Mm-hmm. From author Squire Rushnell of the God Winks book series.
Oh, so God's like,
God Wink.
Oh, so like God
Wink,
is
wink.
like, God's like, I got you, girl.
help
Right.
me out, sister.
Help me out, sister. I'm
You
God.
thought you were going to date that guy, but no, I got other plans.
I am
for
telling
ya.
you what, I am fucking shoving a cork in that shit as
Yes.
hard as possible.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Especially if Kathy Lee Gifford sings.
In fact, I was just...
Oh, God, I don't think
we
she
don't
will.
need to even...
This is one that I'm like, not going to cover it.
Not even
You're not?
bother with
No.
it. I think this is one
Skipping it.
we let the old our friends at
Hallmark podcast?
yeah
Let them deal with this
the Deck
nonsense.
the Hallmark guys.
Yes.
Hey, Deck the Hallmark guys, you guys do this one.
Take one for the team.
We're just take it for the help us help you and watch this one, and this is going to be a garbage movie.
Yikes.
Like straight up garbage movie. Pour it down.
Put a
and
cork
plug
in
it
it.
up. Plug it up. Pour
You
it down.
never pour it out.
Sure.
You can't we can't waste
Can't
alcohol.
waste wine.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, we're done with that one.
Yeah.
Next is Last Vermont Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Comes out November 19th at 9 p.m. on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Now, this stars Justin Bruling of Grey's Anatomy. Mm-hmm. First of many Grey's Anatomy stars you will see this holiday season on Christmas movies. So just get ready.
Yeah.
Catherine Corcoran, Aaron Cahill, and Ashley Alisi.
Alisi.
There's no synopsis available.
Because it's not
and
written or
there's-
thought about.
There's no info on this at all that I could find. It's going to be in Vermont. So
Gorgeous.
Great. And I did find out that it's a Maravista Entertainment production, which I like that production company. They usually do more edgy. They usually they're not following the Hallmark formula because they're a Canadian company, so they just kind of produce whatever they want to produce and sell it to Hallmark.
Great.
Oh, okay.
And Justin Bruling plays Matthew on Grey's Anatomy, and his character, his wife died, but in childbirth. So he is a single dad with a baby, and it was so sad.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
So, so I'm going to let it breathe on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to cork it.
And it's coming out on a Monday also. It's coming out on Monday. We probably will not cover this because it's like, it's Thanksgiving week. This is into Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't.
Okay.
we don't know about
Great. We'll see. Next. Oh, Charlotte, were you going to pour it up for that one?
I don't know. I don't care.
You don't have any information. Yeah. Okay. Next, we have Hope at Christmas, November 20th, 9 p.m. on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries.
Someone named
It stars Ryan Pavey. He's like in the Mr. Darcy movies, Drew, so he's like always the Darcy guy. And then Scotty Thomas, who is a woman.
Oh.
I know. I was like,
Scotty.
is this a gay movie? But no. That's a long time coming, Hallmark.
Bless him.
Long time coming.
Hey, in like 50 years.
50 years I have
We
to
have
wait.
to.
And I'm going to play like the gay grandpa that's like, oh, you young people.
Yes.
You young gays.
you
I'm
young
an old gay, and you're young gay.
On your air scooters, scooting around, being in love. Anyways,
Patrick, we're just going to call them scooters.
oh, right.
We're not going to say
Air
air
scooters.
scooters.
Yeah,
Right, okay.
scooters.
So, Charlotte, can you read the synopsis for Hope at Christmas?
Hope at Christmas? Mm-hmm. Sorry. Yes, I can. Thank you for asking. Recently divorced, Sydney decides to spend her Christmas in a house she inherited from her daughter. As Sydney begins to spend more time at the local bookstore, she meets a teacher, Mac, who also fills in for the town's Santa. Mac tries to make Christmas wishes come true, and this year Sydney is at the top of his nice list. Oh! As a new opportunity with the bookstore unfolds, Mac helps Sydney open her legs up to life,
no.
love, and believing in the spirit of Christmas. It's not legs, it's opening up herself, her heart.
Oh, it's the bookstore. Yeah, okay, great.
But that's what we mean.
Right. Yeah, that's what is implied in all the Hallmark movies, but, it never really gets there.
This is super simple.
Yes, and recently divorce is pretty edgy for Hallmark. Usually they're widowed.
Yeah.
So a divorce, Hallmark is really going there this year. They had
Yeah, I'm impressed.
the female veteran, a
Yes.
divorcee,
Yes.
Damn.
And that gives her
an
emotions
Asian
to play with.
brother,
Oh, draped in Japanese cloth.
the Japanese flag. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing problematic there. Yeah, I'm going to probably put a cork in this one. Don't care.
I don't know. I lost. Yeah, I don't know.
Comes out on a Tuesday, by the way.
It's a Tuesday. Huh, fuck
Tuesday.
it.
I don't have
That's
time
Tuesday
for that.
one. We don't have time for that shit.
I am not traveling for Thanksgiving, so I will be watching all these if anyone wants to come over. Come on over. Okay, next. Christmas at the Palace.
Oh, fancy.
What
November
palace?
24th. The Palace, Drew.
Oh,
November
good one.
21st. If you don't know the Palace, then you can't come to the Palace.
Okay.
You
Fair enough.
heard?
November 21st, 8 p.m. on Hallmark Channel. This stars Merritt Patterson from The Christmas Cottage last year, which was, I think, terrible, and Brittany Bristow. She was the white lady in Love on Safari, the movie set in Africa with no black people in it.
I have shame.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, we didn't cover
Right.
it on the podcast, but I did
Yeah, you
write
were-
a review and post it everywhere on social media. I was outraged. Outraged.
Well, no,
Jesus.
you talked about it a little bit on one of the podcasts where it's
Sure.
like because she was in another thing or she was in that
Yes.
something that you did.
Yeah, she's been in a couple movies, and she's always like the friend or whatever. Brittany is always the friend. Drew, can you read this synopsis?
Yeah. Katie, a former professional ice skater,
Oh.
is hired by the king of Sansanova. Alexander is his name, to help his daughter in a Christmas ice skating performance. As Katie spends time in the castle and with the king, she and Alex begin to develop feelings for each other and ultimately fall in love. But will the tradition-loving people of Sansanova allow their king to make a foreigner their queen?
Okay.
That's not a real place.
So, we're not covering any of these movies, by the way, that the 1, 2, 3 that we've been doing.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it said ice skater. I thought it said ice sculptor, so I had put a cork in it on my notes.
Going back?
But I'm going to go back on that ice skater. It's going to have
you're
ice
gonna
skating in the
check?
movie.
Yeah.
And maybe in the palace.
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen Ice Castles?
No.
Have I
Yes.
talked about it on this podcast before?
I don't know.
Drew, here's what happens.
Okay.
This girl
Uh-huh.
is an amazing ice skater. It's like the 70s, okay?
Okay.
And she's like ice skating and she's really great. And then she somehow becomes blind. I can't remember.
Okay.
She becomes blind and her ice skating career is sidelined. And then she works really hard with this really cute guy and they fall in love and she becomes a blind ice skater. But no one knows. She just said she was like gone, like whatever. So she does an amazing performance, amazing ice skating performance. And everyone's like applauding and throwing roses, but she's blind and she can't see the roses. So she falls on the roses at the end, and the guy comes and he picks her up, and then that's the end. And it was
Beautiful.
so romantic.
That's very sweet.
That's beautiful.
But she didn't see the roses.
She didn't see the roses.
But that's not this movie.
She would have heard him.
I might be projecting a little bit on this Christmas at the Palace, so I'm going to say pour it up, but know that I'm biased because
Okay.
of Ice Castle.
I'm pouring it up simply for set design because it's in a castle with a king.
Yes.
I'm gonna pour it up as well because Sansa Nova is not a real place, and I'm gonna plug this in. It's a fantasy.
Yes.
It's a fantasy story.
Well, hey, since we're all pouring it up and we're not going to cover it, maybe this is our movie where we finally get to watch one together.
I would love that.
That would be so fun.
Are you really?
Yeah.
You want me to? Watch
I'll make a
movie?
cheese plate. We'll come over.
Are you sure? I'm not normally allowed to watch
It's
these.
a
but-
special occasion.
Okay.
And then we'll watch Ice Castles after, and you'll get to see which one's better.
Okay.
Double feature.
So if this is the one, we can that I am allowed to watch. By God, I will watch it with you, my friend.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Okay. Next, Christmas Inn. Or, I'm sorry, My Christmas Inn. Because
My-
Christmas Inn probably definitely has already
Yes.
been done. My Christmas Inn. Now we're on to Lifetime movies, guys. That's right. We're covering Lifetime this year because I got so much shit from mostly Brett Manis about why my podcast is called Lifetime in Court and why I'm covering Hallmark movies. So, you know, now Lifetime's
It's
a little
the
more
same.
organized this year. They didn't have any information out until like December last year. So I couldn't get ahead of anything to cover it on the podcast. But they have they're doing 14 movies. We're going to cover probably like half of them. Mostly the ones with stars that I know.
Okay.
So this comes out November 21st, 8 p.m. on Lifetime. Stars Tia Mowry Hardick. She got married and has a little hyphenated last name, which is great.
Okay.
Good for her. Charlotte, you should consider that. Charlotte Beaver Hale.
It's my new middle name is Beaver.
Oh, cute. That's what I would do.
I like that.
Well,
And Patrick's new middle name, too.
oh, awesome. That's
Patrick's middle name is Beaver.
totally what I want to do. Okay.
Sweet.
Stealing that. Husband out there. My husband listens to this podcast and he's obsessed with me and he
Absolutely.
like stalks me.
Probably.
Oh, is that real?
Oh yeah, he totally listens and stalks me, and he's gonna run into me in a cafe, and I'm gonna like be like not knowing, and then it'll be a thing.
That's
I
what I
see.
think.
Anyways, so Tia Mowry, who read the last one? I think Charlotte did.
Drew did.
Oh, so Charlotte, you read this one. It's very short. They get shorter and shorter. That's the fun part.
Jen's life changes when she inherits an inn in Alaska. When she
Ooh.
goes to visit, she meets a good-looking attorney, is pleasantly surprised by how lively the entire community is. Great.
Good.
That's it.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
I'm pouring that up already.
Yeah.
Right? It's-
Lively communities? I'm there.
Alaska, wonderful. Love
Alaska.
it.
Yeah.
Simple
Alaska,
plot.
Christmas, done.
Fish out of water because she'll be like,
There it
oh,
is,
it's
yeah.
so snowy here.
Yeah.
I'm
Good-looking
Tia.
attorney.
Yeah.
Simple. Just keep it.
We don't
keep it
have
there.
the love interest here, but now that we're getting into this is our first black lead of this season, or any minority lead of the season.
Nice.
Hallmark is going to start doing. You'll see coming up, and I want to just address it here that I guarantee you, the Lifetime love interest will probably be another race than a black person.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just gonna say that. Put that in your pocket for later.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next, Christmas Engagement, November 21st at 10 p.m. on Lifetime.
Oh.
Lifetime is doing 2 a day, so they're going to do like an 8 p.m. and a 10 p.m. So that's a long night for me, but, you know, it's going to be great. This one stars Nikki Weiland, I can't remember her by her name. I don't think she's famous.
Inconceivable, Left Behind. I mean, yeah, okay.
And then
Behind.
Miles Fisher. He's in Mad Men and Final
yeah.
Destination 5, which I need to see. I heard it's amazing.
Final Destination 5?
I actually
it's the best one.
Well, I heard it ties all of them together.
Oh,
So
let's see.
also, if we're gonna do a movie thing, I think maybe we should just watch all the Final Destinations.
Great.
Okay.
I'll take place of Jamie Girac as the movie person. I have a new house now. Okay, Drew, can you read the synopsis for this one?
I can. Poppy, I assume is the name.
Yes.
Okay. The owner of a flower shop enters an annual holiday floral contest. She discovers that she has a rival named Blair. But despite their competition, the two end up falling in love. Spoil,
Yeah.
spoiler.
Okay, great. We know the movie. So I didn't really realize that the Christmas arrangement meant flower arrangement. So I'm putting in a cork in that because I hate puns in the title like that.
Yeah, no.
No. So put a cork in it, Lifetime. This sounds stupid.
Yeah, put a cork
Yeah.
in.
Dumb.
Dumb.
Okay. Next. Get ready. This one has a picture, and you're going to be excited.
Shit.
Oh, yay.
Christmas Grand Valley, November 22nd. I believe this is on Thanksgiving. I don't know when Thanksgiving is. Soon, around this time.
Who does know?
Stars.
Who really knows?
It doesn't matter.
A lot.
Stars Danica McKellar, our favorite. Brendan Elliott, he's in a lot of Lifetime movies, or Hallmark movies. And Dan Lauria?
Yep.
I don't know what his last name is, but he's the dad from the Wonder Years. He's Mr. McAllister.
Great dad figure.
Dad from the Wonder Years.
And
I thought
Winnie
that was
Cooper.
Wendy.
And
Winnie.
It is Winnie.
It is. So they're reuniting. I know. This is a big get. This is a big deal.
this is a big one.
I'm already pouring
This is a
it
big
all
one.
over myself.
Charlotte, would you read the log line?
Artist Kelly Riley returns home to the picturesque Grand Valley just in time for Christmas. There she meets Leo, a businessman and all-star dad to his children who struggles to balance his time during the busy holidays. When he's assigned to review a Grand Valley hotel, he sees it as a perfect opportunity for a family vacation. It isn't long until Kelly and Leo's world collide as Kelly re-experiences her favorite Grand Valley traditions with Leo and his kids, and she begins to find her way back to her passion for art.
I'm in.
That sounds really boring. I don't even care.
Usually
no,
hers are boring.
I'm in though. Here's the thing. This is nothing to do with like falling in love again.
Yes.
Or whatever. Like this is just like it sounds like a father daughter kind of jam. Kind of, and it's all about the art. It's all about the I don't know, man. I'm pouring it up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Winnie Cooper.
I'm also pouring it up for the stunt casting. Like, Hallmark clearly knows that this is going to get a lot of press from them two doing a movie together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm sure they're very happy about it because that's, like, probably a father figure to her.
Yes.
And she's
Yeah,
like, this
it's
is
like-
great. I get to work with this guy. And who knew he was still alive? Like, he's,
I
like,
didn't.
older than Alan Thicke, I would think.
Yeah, I would think
yeah.
so.
And R.I.P. Alan
Brandon
Thicke.
Elliott? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm in.
I would just to see them on screen together again.
100%.
That's all I care about.
100%.
Yes.
100%, man.
Okay.
100%.
Next movie, The Christmas Contract. This comes out November 22nd, 8 p.m. on Lifetime. Get ready, Sharla. It has Hilary Burton, Robert Buckley, Daniel Ackles, A. Twan Tanner, all from One Tree Hill.
Whoa, all-star
It is
cast.
a One Tree Hill reunion in a Christmas movie.
That's fun.
And it's Lifetime.
It's on Lifetime. Synopsis, Drew.
Okay, when one person needs a date to impress an ex at a holiday event and another needs a website designed to sell their book, they decide to sign a contract so they both get what they need.
Yes.
If you know what I mean. No, I don't.
Not
No.
really.
I don't.
And it's not, aside from the holiday event, there's no really holiday-y thing.
Yeah, this movie has not been made yet.
No, it's not been made.
Or
and
written.
also, here's my thing with this. So we talked about stunt casting for Hallmark doing the Winnie Cooper bringing with Mr. McAllister, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do a One Tree Hill reunion, you have to have Chad Michael Murray. He's the star of that show. And I didn't even watch One Tree Hill, Drew. Like, that was post my time. But I know he was on that show.
I know that.
You know, like, I know that. So you can't have a reunion without him.
Right.
But I guess everyone else was just like, we didn't get a Hallmark movie. He already is doing one this year. You know what
booked.
I mean? He's booked.
That is the strangest synopsis
so
in the
weird.
world.
Very strange. So I'm going to probably put a cork in that one.
Yeah, I'm corking it.
I'm going to let it breathe because what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, you know, maybe it's great. Maybe it's great, but they don't know. They haven't filmed it yet. Okay, let's do one. Well, I don't know how many more to do. Let's do a couple more. We're still in Thanksgiving weekend. There's so many Thanksgiving weekend. It's insane.
Yes.
So up next, Pride and Prejudice and
We'll just go through 'em
Mistletoe.
real quick. No.
November 23rd, 8 p.m. on Hallmark Channel. This one stars Lacey Chabert, our girl
yeah.
Lacey,
Love her.
Yeah.
and Brendan Penny. He was in a Christmas movie last year, and we're all got hot and bothered by him.
Oh, great.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, so much so that I was watching with my friend Rich, and he Instagram messaged him. He slid into those DMs, and he was like, "Hey, you're really hot, and I really like you in this movie, and you're a great actor." And he responded and said thanks.
Oh, I love it.
Nice.
And I'm
Nice.
like, "Oh, we were really trying to see if he was gay because we were like, maybe he's gay, but no,
But no,
no,
a shame.
he didn't
What a
do
shame.
any DMs." Okay, sorry. Synopsis:
What a shame.
Sharla.
Darcy has always worked hard to prove herself and be successful on her own terms, even choosing to start her own company rather than work for her father. Returning to her hometown for Christmas, Darcy reconnects with an old rival, restaurant owner Luke, and they are forced to plan a charity event together. As Darcy spends time with her family and Luke, she starts to realize what matters most in life and sets out to mend her relationship with her father and possibly fall in love. Not with her father.
Right,
Based on the
hopefully
book of
not.
the same title by Melissa de la Cruz.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
sounds fine. I'm always Team Lacey.
I'm always pour it up for her.
And her and Candace are always in competition for who's in the most Christmas movies, but they're tied.
Well, it should be her.
And they continue to be tied. And they will forever be tied.
Well, I'm gonna use my vote. Yeah, I'm gonna use my vote on that.
Okay. Great.
It's Darcy.
There you
Because
go.
it's against,
Right.
Because
Yes.
it's not Cameron.
She's
It's not Cameron,
Darcy.
right.
Okay, great. Pour it up for that one.
Sure, pour it
Next, poinsettia for Christmas. Or as some people say, poinsettias for Christmas. I hope they say it right. It has John Schneider
Yeah.
from Dukes of Hazzard.
What?
Yeah.
Bethany Joy Lenz from The Royal Matchmaker. She's adorable. We loved her in that. And Shannon Lawrence from NYPD Blue.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yes. Drew, would you read the synopsis?
Uh-huh. It's just weeks before Christmas when Ellie gets a call to return home to help her father on the family's poinsettia farm. Ooh, they have a poinsettia farm. The family business is on the line to deliver tens of thousands of plants for the town's annual parade. The problem is the poinsettias have yet to turn red.
Oh, no.
As Ellie searches for the solution, she is reminded of where her heart truly lies as she falls in love with her roots and the local botanist.
Of course.
I can't wait to find out how she's trying to solve the problem of why they're not turning red. Like, how many beakers will they show?
They're going to show some beakers. There's going to be some beakers.
What color are they originally?
I don't know, green.
White or green?
Oh, I didn't know they weren't always red.
Oh, I don't know.
I
I
think
don't know
green
enough
probably.
about poinsettias.
Well, that's why you need to watch this movie.
Yeah.
To learn nothing
I
about
love how
poinsettias.
it's the last thing on there is her where her heart lies as she falls in love with her roots. Oh, and the local botanist, though. Of course,
Right.
we have to have that.
But, that's why Lifetime's a little cooler because they're like, oh, this family. The thing about Lifetime last year was they focused more on the family dynamic than the romance, which I was like, wow, that's really cool to see an actual family at
Yeah.
Christmas rather than feeling like I'm single and I need to watch these romances.
Yeah.
Well, which I am single now, if anybody's wondering.
Hello.
Let me know. But no. Okay, so yeah, pour it up for that, I think. Yes.
Yeah, I'm poured up.
Wonderful.
Poured up.
Every other holiday, November 23rd. This will be our last one for this one.
Okay.
November 23rd at 10 p.m. on Lifetime stars Dee Wallace, the mom from E.T.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Schuler Fisk.
Schuler
She's
Fisk?
a
Yeah.
singer-songwriter person. She's kind of like Jenny Lewis-esque. She reminds me of Jenny Lewis. David Clayton Rogers, who I don't know. And that's it. So, Charlotte, I think it's your turn.
Okay. Recently separated parents, Tracy and Rick, spend every other holiday with their young daughters, Harper and Ava. But this Christmas, the girls have only one thing on their wish list: to spend Christmas with both Mom and Dad at Tracy's family's farmhouse. The temporary reunion will be no walk in the park for Tracy and Rick, but perhaps this Christmas gathering can help rekindle the lost romance between the two and make their daughter's greatest wish come true. What a false hope story for a lot of families.
Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
Not good.
Terrible.
Put a cork in that.
No, fuck that.
Because if they're separated, they're separated.
Just
for a
let
reason.
it be, you idiot
separated for
children.
a reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like,
Children can't
you,
make it happen.
you did put that parent trap in there because it has that little parent trap thing, and that was that's the
It'd be
worst
cute,
thing.
but
no, because when you
did they get back together in the parent trap?
Trust me.
Oh, you parent trapped your parents?
No.
Do you have a twin?
No.
What are you saying?
No, but trust me.
Okay, I trust you.
When you try to get your parents back together,
yeah.
That's not a thing. Like, that's not up to you, dude.
Right. Mind your business, child.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. It ain't about you.
Also, child actors at Christmas are creepy.
Yeah.
But this is a great segue into our B segment. We're all putting a cork in this.
Great
segue into our B segment about children. And Candace.
Yes.
I think it's time.
Been waiting.
I think it is time.
Here we go. Get out your glow sticks.
Get your glow sticks out.
We have the lights off and the glow sticks going.
Yes,
we do have the lights off.
What
right now.
you say? Candace Cameron Bure. On my wedding day, catch the bouquet. Candace hates the games. Candace Cameron Bure. Drinking rosé. Eating creme brulee. Can't share with me. Candace Cameron Bure. Yeah. What you say? Candace Cameron Bure. Boom. Okay, that's right. What you say, Candace Cameron Bure. Time for this segment. Oops, sorry about that. Great. So I'm going to pull up our continuing saga of Candace and her son. I don't know his name. I think his name's Lev.
Who gives a shit?
His name is Love.
Lev.
I don't give a fuck about
this is a little bit longer of a clip, so get ready.
I'm so
for
ready.
it. She just kind of loses it. You'll see.
Yeah. I was reading some of the Instagram comments, and it was funny how most of you loved my snuggling with Maxie and my arm scratches with him last night. We were just chilling, watching TV. And then there was just, that handful of you that thought that it was super creepy or weird. Or that, I don't know, it was my boyfriend or something. But I don't know. For those of you that thought it was weird that I was just like chilling with my kid, scratching his arm, you probably don't have kids. Because when my boys, when we're watching TV and they're like, Mom, will you scratch my back? Will you scratch my back? And they like lift up their shirt and they're like, scratch my back, scratch my arm. Oh man, I will do that till they're, I don't know how old, till forever. Isn't that like that book, I'll Love You Forever? You know that book, right? It's the best. Like that's what that is. I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always, forever, for my baby you'll be. You know what I'm talking about. It's the best. For all the people that just called me out for saying you must not have kids, I don't know why you're taking that personally or as an insulting comment.
It's
I just
still going.
meant that if you don't have teenage boys who like to still cuddle you, guys, you have to just stop taking everything so personally. This was not an insult about people who can't have children.
Yes,
she should have left it all alone.
Just
left it.
leave it.
No, just don't ignore it.
Yes, she
Girl,
can't
ignore it.
Ignore things, and she makes it so much worse by.
Yes, much worse.
It's like you're watching a woman like dig herself deeper and deeper. Like this, like God forbid she say anything like totally horrible and like just watch the train wreck ensue. And then Hallmark is like, we invested so much money in her, and she said that the Holocaust wasn't real or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, she says something like totally nuts, and they're like, she would just keep going.
You can't come back from that.
It's like, when I said the Holocaust wasn't real, I didn't mean that your grandma didn't go to the Holocaust. I'm just saying that. Stop taking things so personal, everyone. It's just the Holocaust.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Man.
Oh my God.
And it gets worse.
I love it.
There's one final part.
There's more, and she like starts to nag everyone too. I think that's the correct.
That's great.
Or she's just like poking the bear.
Yeah, she just
poking
starts
the bear.
It's great. And
we're gonna cover that in our third preview episode. We're gonna finish all these out. We're gonna like lightning speed them, but we're getting to the really, really good movies, guys, because it's like after Thanksgiving, that's when we get our Hallmark Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. That's when we get the stars in abundance. Lacey Chabert is the biggest star we've had so far, but we're gonna get so many more. Ooh. So get ready for it.
Yes.
Guys, do you have anything we should follow or any social media pluggy things?
Yeah, just like me and Sharla do a podcast called Not Safe for Work, and so don't listen to that. We talk about real nasty shit that happens in the world. We have a segment called Everything is Garbage and Nothing Matters. Mm-hmm. We'll read some really terrible real news things that sound like
very topical.
It's on the Onion.
Yes.
Yeah. But do not listen to us.
Wonderful. Great. Guys, don't forget to call in and let us know what movies you're excited for. We watch these movies so you don't have to, but just let us know what's going on. We're at 872-267-4117. Call us on Instagram by just pressing the Instagram call button. You can follow us at Lifetime on Court or visit our website, lifetimeoncourt.com. Don't forget to follow me, Patrick Miguel, and that's it. Okay, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.